angry.
Hello, it's Spence, the evil genius, from Witch of the Laboratory with your lab secrets tip of the day. Today I've got a great plugin for you that's in our plugin library. It's called the Related Blog Post, and basically what it does is it makes it super easy for you to manually select posts that are related to the one you're making. You can also use this on pages if you wish. The idea being that once somebody goes ahead and finds some great content on your site, they can just go ahead and easily continue to click through without actually leaving the thread that they're on. And you can decide yourself which ones to relate. So unlike some of the other plugins, it doesn't require any logic other than the logic that's inside of your brain, which is probably the best one of all. Let me show you how this works and then show you how easy it is to set up and install on your site. So for example, I've got a blog post here that's, let's go to this one, like Woo Themes Coda. Now, the way this will show up in the blog post once I've set it up is I'm talking about the subject, etc., etc. And then what happens is, at the bottom here, I would normally leave somebody off because there's nowhere else for them to go. I mean, they can go to the previous post and the next post, but it otherwise doesn't give them anything to really chew on. When I install the Related Post plugin, however, watch what happens with this MailChimp. Here I'm talking about MailChimp and mailing, and there's a video and there's the subject and the rest of the blog post. But now, at the bottom, I've got this great related post. So I give 4 other places that this reader can go to inside of my own blog that's related to this particular topic. Now, it's a really powerful tool for keeping somebody really dedicated to your site because you're making it easy for them to continue on the same train of thought. And that's what really builds customer loyalty and readership loyalty. So let me show you how this works. If we go over to our admin dashboard, we've gone ahead and installed the Related Post plugin that the person can get from our Lab Secret Solution library. And there's a couple settings here, really straightforward. You can decide whether or not to display automatically underneath the post content, which is what I decided to do. So next time when I'm making a blog post, as you'll see, I can go ahead and select other posts. Next, you can say whether or not this should be reciprocal. Now what this means is that when you go ahead and add a related post, and you click over to the other post where there is a link to, it will show the one you came from on the bottom. So that's the reciprocal. So in other words, what it does is it ties the 2 posts together. And that's terrific because it almost weaves a web of related posts and content on your site. So I'd recommend you go ahead and say yes to that as well. Now you can also choose the title that you want to show. That's this part right here. So you can change it from related posts to really whatever you want, something like more reading for you, etc. And you can also change the particular HTML tag, so you can make that an H1, H2, H3. I've selected H3 because that's an appropriate size and matches with the format of my theme. And lastly, you can decide whether or not you want to turn it off if there's no content. So for example, in Pages, I don't want to show any related posts. So if I don't select anything, I want it to just have a blank space. However, I could also have it say something like, you know, none or sorry, nothing else here, whatever. But in this case, I'll leave it at nothing. When you're ready, you click Save Changes and you're done. Now, let me show you how this will work in practice. We'll go ahead and make a post. If I go over here to my post editor, I'm going to make a blog post. Actually, let's go ahead and add this onto this one we were talking about before where we had the Woo Themes Coda. So let's edit it and real quickly add some related posts. So I open that and I go to the bottom and you'll notice that I've now got a box called Related Posts. So if I type in Woo Themes and I say I want to look for both title and content, check it out. I've got other ones here. So all I have to do is click to add it on. Whoops, actually I clicked on the check it out button. So let's go over to add it on, click and click and click, click, and I'm going to make 5 of them. And that's it. I've got 5 related Woo Themes type blog posts that I can add. When I click to update my blog post, that will now be added in there. And let's go check out what that looks like. So let's go to the front of the site and we'll go back home. And we got about 10 seconds left in this video. And let's see what happens now at the bottom of my new updated Woo Themes Coda blog post. We now have 5 related links. Really super, very powerful and available in your Lab Secret Solution. See